back to Big Boys Adventures TV. I'm Kevin Johnson.
And I'm Jada Johnson.
And we're here to bring you an exciting new season coming to you now. This week we are going elk hunting. I have been a guide here in Michigan for about 12 years. It's for residents only. We're going to head over and meet them at the Sportsman's Club where they have an orientation. We have two pure Michigan hunters, which is unique. This is something that Michigan just started, where they can hunt all the seasons and all the units. It's kind of like governor's tags that you would know of in other states. And then we have a regular bull hunter for the first season, which would be the end of August, first part of September. And we're going to fill a tag with him, hopefully, in some agriculture area. There's a problem with the elk getting into this farmer's land, eating his soybeans, so we're going to see what happens. And then we have something different.
We had a 17-year-old girl, just a little bit older than me, and I was really excited to have her along. Usually there's not many girls around to hunt with me, so it was an awesome experience.
All right, we're here at the Michigan Elk Orientation. It's kind of a unique thing since a lot of people don't know when I talk to them that we even have elk in Michigan. Brian Massafruck is the wildlife biologist. And now this hunt, basically, this early hunt, you're focusing on the agricultural land. So
Right.
you can push them back into what we see into the core area right
Correct.
here.
Correct. We're trying to keep animals from expanding out from this core area, as we call it,
Right.
too much because they cause a lot of destruction on the outside. They get in places where we can't hunt them, and then the population builds up, and then they spill over into a neighbor's farm, and no one's happy with that.
We're going to go out there and we're going to try to harvest some of those animals out of there so that it takes some of the pressure off of Brian and his office and the phone stops ringing. And that's exactly why they're trying to push them back into this core area. Okay, after the orientation, we're going to head out and do some scouting. We know where these animals are hanging, and we wanted to take the bull hunter out there to see if he liked what he saw.
I see my name on it.
There's another bill way in the back.
It's a big 6x6. It's not a monster 400 class, but with this hot early season, we don't want to take any chances, especially when we're agricultural land.
Here's my elk out there. Tomorrow night, we're gonna get it.
We were going to head out in the morning, and I knew that it was going to be tough. It was 70 degrees that evening and most of the night. So it was going to be 80 plus the next day, and I knew those animals would not come out of the dark timber. But I didn't want to disappoint the hunters. There's always a chance that we may catch one leaving some agricultural land going back into the timber. We got out there and there wasn't anything happening, and they had already went back into the dark timber before light. And so I wasn't surprised when it's 75 degrees and it's the end of August. So we moved on and we went back and regrouped for the evening hunt.
Science has proven mature animals develop a memory bank of learned odor experiences known as predator cues. These odors can be organic, like pet food or human bacteria, or inorganic, like fuel, exhaust, or smoke. Products using biocides or heavy metals like silver only target bacteria-based odor, leaving the rest of the predator cues intact. Dead Downwind's 3D not only breaks down bacteria odor, but the full spectrum of predator cues. Dead Downwind 3D. Real science, real results.
Well, that night we headed to the farmers, and we got a game plan going. We got in the truck and we headed out to the field.
I've got sprayer tracks that run up to this point. I never crossed that grass field. We've got runs going all the way down here. Okay. Every 60 feet there's a set of tire tracks going through there.
We could just lay there, you know, we could just lay right down. And we don't have to worry about it.
And so they're gonna come right out into here probably. So we don't want to get so close to that berm that we're sitting on top of the cows.
We were expecting to be out there for a few hours before the elk even came out. Well, right after we got set up, not 15 minutes, those elk came right out. Well, we were gonna do a double type thing. We had a little bit of miscommunication with our cow and our bull hunter. My dad asked the bull hunter if he was ready, and he thought that that meant to shoot.
Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. Turn the safety off. Hit him twice, didn't he? So what?
Rich. Hey, you weren't even supposed to shoot. All right, well, there was a little communication problem there, and Rick had shot the bull a little bit premature, and I was really disappointed for this girl.
She was crying, and I knew exactly how she felt because I have been there and done that, and that is not a good feeling. We were really worried that we weren't going to get her 1 minute.
Okay, well, we just got a bull down. Rich got a bull, and our young lady here didn't get a chance to get her gun up, or had her gun up ready, but Rich thought that I had said to shoot her, and he shot a little bit early, so we wanted to shoot at the same time. So now we're just gonna wait and see if these cows come back out, because they have no idea what just happened. But we got a big bull down, but we're not gonna go up there to it until later, so that we can wait for these cows to come out. We were trying to figure out what to do. I had another guy helping me guide, and he said, well, I'm just gonna leave because they're all spooked off the field now, and you know, you might as well get out of here. We got plenty of light. We got an hour and a half or better of hunting time, and so I'm just gonna leave. And I said, let's just relax. I mean, they've been coming out to this ag field, out into the soybeans, just about every night, just like clockwork. And we didn't jump up, we didn't chase, we didn't high five after the bull went down. We just stayed in that high grass. So what we decided to do was just wait. And wait we did, and that tends to pay off.
These are not just socks. These are opening day socks. These are the same socks that Mitch Taylor's worn for over 12 years. Sure, some might say it's superstitious, but at Jay's Sporting Goods, we simply say it's tradition. So before you hit the woods, make Jay's a part of your tradition. Jay's is your one-stop for the advice and gear you need for a successful hunt. We even have socks. That's the tradition of Jay's.
All right, there was a little bit of frustration going on sitting there. You could tell that the bull hunter was a little bit disappointed in himself because the 17-year-old girl never got to shoot a cow. But we were all just hoping and praying that those cows would come back out. We were all texting back and forth and texting the farmer, just hoping and praying that they would, you know. And 15 minutes before dark, something happened.
It was exciting, I know, for me, because I was sitting behind her, and I don't know if anybody was paying attention to our conversation, but she said, I'm shaking so bad, could you just kind of hold me and still hold my shoulders or something? And I'm like, you know, how do I hold somebody still by just putting my, So that's what I did, because that's what she wanted me to do. So I could feel her body shaking. You know, it's a young hunter. It's 260 yards. She's excited. We've tried, you know, a stick. We tried somebody's back. We had grass in the way. Everything was creating problems for her. It was getting, you know, it was 5 minutes before legal shooting hours were going to end, and we were just nervous she wasn't going to get it. Finally, I gave her the tripod. She rested it on it, and she pulled that trigger with me holding her, and that animal went just straight down. And I was watching with my human eyes, no binoculars or anything, because I'm busy holding hers from shaking. And the animal just dropped, and everybody wanted to know what happened. And I said, it went down. It's down now. You know, and this is, I've been guiding for a long time. We've killed some nice big bulls, the second largest in the state. But I'll tell you what, for this girl, this was probably one of the most exciting hunts that I've ever guided and been on, because I saw the tears in her eyes and the emotion that she had to get a cow elk. I'm telling you folks, that's what it's all about in the outdoors for these young kids, is to see that kind of emotion. All right, well, we headed out to the animals. We had a bull down on the left, a cow down on the right, and we had soybeans up to our waist. We were high-stepping through this stuff, and we got out there, and she was over there with her cow, and my bull hunter was with his bull and his friend, and they were all excited. And the phones, you know how people are just texting and calling, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime hunt, folks, in Michigan. Residents, you know, after you shoot a bull, you don't get another tag, and if you shoot a cow, you gotta wait 10 years, and there's 2.5 lifetimes is your odds. And so they were extremely excited about this, and they had all their families out there. Jada, she got to share the excitement.
A really successful hunt tonight. We got a 6x6 elk down, and we got her cow. It's just been an awesome night, and we're really excited. We're gonna take it back and go to mount, and it's just been a great night for elk tonight. Yeah, it was really exciting because she was calling her friends, calling her family. And I love to see other girls out there doing exactly what I do and enjoying it as much as I do. I took pictures with her, and it was a great time. I'm building a friendship with her, and you know, it was just really fun.
We're here in the Michigan elk hunt, and Rich shot himself a beautiful 6x6. They come into this egg field here, and the farmer was not happy about it, and so we tried to help him out, and it worked out great to get a big boy down. And it's just an amazing animal, just a beautiful 6x6, symmetrical. Couldn't get any, just nice mass to it, great bull. So
thanks to Kevin and Big Boy Adventures, I really appreciate this hunt of a lifetime. And this is an awesome bull. Made a nice, probably 250-yard shot.
Yeah.
And everything worked out just the way we'd seen him the night before, and got him tonight. This is awesome.
Just played our cards right, and everything worked out. And so we have a big boy down, and we're going to, we got 2 more bull tags, folks. So if we can, we're going to try to get that on the show for you too. And we're going to
show you a side view of how awesome this guy looks. Look at the rack on this guy.
Once in a lifetime hunt.
Once in a lifetime bull.
Yeah. You can only get 1 tag here in Michigan for a bull ever. And he got it.
It's so symmetrical, just perfect, just what somebody would dream about.
That's right. Good job.
Yep, thanks.
Congratulations.
Yep, I love it, man.
We'll see you soon.
Big bull down. Yeah! Woo!
Proud to stand on our own, proud to be homegrown. Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
This part of the show, I have a cow hunter. I had a bull hunter and a cow hunter. The landowner had called me and said, I've got a big herd of animals in here. I don't know if there's any big bulls in here, but I know there's cows, obviously. So we went in there. We were on the bad boy buggy. We were creeping around in there looking for them. We found the tracks. We got on their tracks and went up the hills and in the woods and all over the place. And finally, we said, let's just creep out of here. Maybe they backtracked us. So we're going up the trail with the 2 hunters, my cameraman, and myself on the bad boy buggy. And we come up this little knoll on a 2-track, and here's a cow standing broadside to us, broadside. So I tell the counter, get your gun out of your case, get it loaded, and get ready, because this cow isn't gonna stand here all day. And so he gets out, gets on it, you know, I'm like, hurry up, it's not gonna stay there. And so he gets a stick up there, puts his gun on the stick, the cow's still standing there. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but the cow's still standing there, trying to figure out what we're doing, and the stick falls down, drops, because he didn't tighten it up enough, and then the cow turns and walks away at about 90 yards.
Come on, what are you doing? She's at the back end of her. She's not sideways. Just like. Can you get a shot of it? No. Can you see her? Yeah. All I can see is her right side.
But it gets better. We go up there, put the gun away, we creep up there and go, don't worry, we'll creep up here and go up the trail and just see if there's more animals or what's going on. We creep up there, we get into some dark woods up a 2-track, and I can see the rear end of the animal going around the corner. So I said, let's just get off the bad boy buggy, get your case out of the gun again, get it loaded, and let's just walk up this trail nice and quietly. It's a dirt trail, and you don't make any noise. We walk up there, I could see the tracks, I could see where it went up a big hill, and we walk up into just this little clearing, no more than a 30-yard diameter circle, like a little viewing area with a lot of clear cutting going on. And I look around the corner of this clear cut, and not 12 yards away, this cow is feeding on some aspen.
Okay, go right up there. Come on.
I said, let me see your gun. I turned the scope down to 3, because I knew he probably had it up to about 9. So I turned it down to 3. I had him come around the corner. I said, shoot, 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 and he didn't shoot.
Can't shoot on with that.
So, you know, we thought, okay, we had our first chance, now we have our second chance. There's no way he's gonna go up in this, just this little clearing that they had that's in a real thick woods, but there was aspen all around it. I mean, I'm talking small, folks, a small clearing. I go up there and I'm going through the ferns trying to be as quiet as possible, and all of a sudden, the cow's right there. She jumps out and kind of comes towards us. My cameraman didn't even have time to get it up because we couldn't believe we were catching up with it again. Now we're at 8 yards. So I have to back up real quick and get behind him, and I said, shoot, shoot, shoot. And the cow turns around and goes back into the deep woods, and we didn't get it. It was exciting, but a little disappointing. But, you know, it was a first time for this guy for doing big game hunting, so it was understandable. I mean, we've all been there before. We've all started at that. He's been mostly a whitetail hunter that sits in stands and, you know, has plenty of time. So, yeah, I understand that this was a little different for him, but it was a little frustrating for us because we were right on him so many times. We meet the next morning, and I said to Pat, one of my guides that we've been guiding together for 12, 15 years, how long have we been doing this? I said, Pat, I think that cow, because I could hear him still in that dark woods crunching around in there, but I couldn't see him now because we had gotten past, you know, shooting light. So I said, Pat, just go back up in there. There's that big herd in there, and there's still that cow somewhere in that area of those hills. I don't think we pushed it hard enough. And sure enough, he went in there, and they caught up with it, and got a good look at it.
There's too many trees. You gotta make an open shot. Nice shot.
I go out.
Nice shot. Okay, get ready. Get your gun up just in case. It's down. Very nice. That's how you do it. That's how it's done. I gotta get it through all that brush and trees. Okay, here we go. Here, this way.
I feel great.
Made a nice shot.
Huh?
Made a nice shot.
Yeah, beautiful shot.
My heart's still.
I'm looking right at it.
Huh?
And I was looking right there, and I didn't see the darn thing.
I said it. There it is.
Yeah.
That's probably the one we saw last night.
Oh, it is. Yeah. It is. That's a young one.
Right through there. I'm thinking.
I'm gonna be able to walk up to it.
There's too much brush.
No, I mean where you were, I could see it was no problem.
Well, Alex did redeem himself. He got his cow. I was excited for him. I knew that it was probably going to be in that area, and it was just a pleasure to get to know him and to have somebody actually that hadn't done a lot of big game hunting have that kind of an experience.
I'm Alex Lukasik from Sterling Heights, Michigan, and I'm out here on the Michigan elk hunt, and we were coming up the trail over here trying to spot this cow which we spotted last night, and spotted it through the trees over there. Took a shot, fired through the brush and the trees and hit it.
Now we have 2 more bull hunters coming. We had them in the first season, but they're pure Michigan hunters. We want big bulls for these people because they have all 3 seasons to hunt and they can hunt in all the units. So now we're gonna go into the bugle. We've got the end of September, not quite the end, it's about the 23rd through the 26th of September. They should be screaming. It's exciting. Normally I kill all of the animals in the first half of the season when the rut's just barely beginning, and I never get to guide them when they're screaming. So I'm excited for this just as much as they are, because when they're bugling and they're charging in, we should have some good footage for you. Let's just hope.
Jada Johnson here, and I'm the Big Girl Big Boys Adventures, and this time was a lot different than what I've usually done. I got to hunt with a girl my age, which I don't see very often. My goal for this is to get more girls and kids in the outdoors. Kids really need to spend more time with their parents. They need to get out of the house, away from the TV, away from the video games, and get outside. And this is the best way to do it. And that is my goal, to get them out in the woods, get hunting.